Do you want to promote your music online only to find the words, "Buy my music, stream my music, track out now," coming out of your mouth? We live in a world where video content creation is king, and we need to be sharing so many snippets of our new music or new track without constantly saying, "Buy my music, stream my music," because that's boring. So how exactly do we talk about our music in an engaging and consistent way to engage our audience, to pull them into our community and make them want to listen without constantly sounding like we're begging? Well, you need a strategy and you need a bank of ideas to fall back on when you've just simply run out of ideas. You ready? Let's go! Thank you so much to my lovely viewer Innes, who posted this question on my Twitter Marketing for Musicians a week ago. And to be honest, it is a great question because we've all been guilty of knowing full well that we need to constantly be talking about our music to keep us top of mind for our audience and to share our music and our message with people who we know are going to love it. But it's really difficult to keep doing that on a consistent basis and have fresh ideas and present the information in a new and engaging way. So Innes writes, "Hi Lynz, when it comes to describing my music in a smart way, I don't really know how to do it to engage my audience. Can you give me a tip?" Well, I tell you what, Innes, I will go on better than that. I'll give you 13 ideas on how to talk about your music that will be far more compelling than just, "Here's my music, stream my music." Are you ready? Let's go. Instead of asking your audience to stream your latest track, focus more on how you want your audience to feel when they listen to your music. Let me give you a couple of headline examples of what this might look like. Want to refill your cup after a long day? Grab some class in your favorite wine glass and sink to the abyss with me. Then your song could be layered over the top and you could put some other imagery in there, some photos, a snippet of your latest music video, maybe put it in a reel or a tweet, and that is way more compelling than just stream my music. Here's another one. Are you ready to empower yourself from that guy? Listen to my track, Walking Away. Embrace the loneliness with my new song, Abandon, and let me hug you through your headphones. It's time to turn up the energy on Saturday with my new track, Wasted. Get ready for the beach ride! Okay, hopefully you're laughing at me now, but you get the idea. Every single one of those headlines is way more compelling than just simply asking people to stream or buy your music, because you are tapping in to the story and the emotion of the song and focusing more on how you want your audience to feel. Idea number 2 is talking about all the different people who worked on your song and what each person brought to the track. And when you share that on social media, you can tag those people in, which will increase the likelihood that those people will share it on their socials too, which in turn will bring more eyeballs back to you. Maybe you work with a really great songwriter or a songwriter that made you think about things in a different way or made you communicate things in a different way. Maybe you worked with a producer that just added that extra sugar and sprinkle on top. Maybe you worked with an amazing musician and the track wouldn't have been the same had it not had their guitar skills. Or maybe you did all the things all by yourself, but you can still make a good snippet video showing how you are wearing all the hats. Also, those videos that are teasing posts that some musicians post, like 10 days till my music drops, are also pretty boring. Why should anybody care? You might see your favorite music artist doing this, but unfortunately, you don't have the millions of followers that they have yet. And so instead, start with the value that your music brings to their lives. And you can do this in a number of ways. Releasing snippets of music videos, releasing snippets of lyric videos, behind the scenes videos, the story behind the songs videos, blooper videos. That makes people feel that you're a way more interesting person to follow and listen to. Create a variety of visuals that will go along with your track without having to listen and with having to listen. What do I mean by that? Imagery is also really good at evoking an emotional response. You can either have snippets of your track playing over the top of this imagery, or you can even let your audience listen to a snippet of the song and ask them what kind of imagery comes to mind, which then you can go and create more content around. This in turn will be really engaging for your audience because you're letting them in on the process and letting them tell you how your music is making them feel, and you're creating content around that. Share those posts with the music and the imagery and the journey that your fans are going on with your entire community. And if you tag those people in who actually got involved, that also increases the likelihood that they're going to share it further and bring more eyeballs back to your music. The goal with this one is to actually create some buzz and some community spirit around your music by getting people involved in the process. Given that social media has about a 7% engagement rate, never ever think that you are bugging people when you're posting about your music. You're not. They're probably just not even seeing it. The more you post about your music, the more likely it is that people are actually going to see it at some point. So share the journey of how far you've come, or where you started, the purpose of your music or your song. Share the reasons why you made it in the first place. 80% of your social media posts around your music should be edutainment as opposed to pure promotion. This way, you're not always just asking something of your audience, go stream my music, go buy my music, which we already have established is off-putting, but you're giving value, you're sharing your purpose, and actually promoting your music without shoving it in people's faces. The goal with this type of post, again, is to create some momentum, some buzz, and with this one you can push for likes and shares and comments. If you are finding these ideas so far useful, don't forget to smash the like button and click subscribe and the bell to be notified when I release more how-to videos for independent musicians. And don't forget to stick to the end because I've got an amazing 365-day content creation calendar ready for you, specifically for independent musicians, full of ideas of how to talk about your music on a consistent basis. More on that at the end, but for now, I think we can go a bit faster, don't you? You could share motivational quotes that link to your music as well, and possibly even relating to your subgenres around your music. If you need any more information about that, then check out some of my other videos that talk about that in a bit more detail. You can also talk about interesting or shocking facts that pertain to your music or your message, or even some educational facts as well. And definitely, let's not forget, a fabulous piece of content that you can simply do around your music is a video of you actually playing the track. Whether it's playing an acoustic version or singing along to the produced version, the goal with this is to get people to listen to the full version after release. You could also release a video of you presenting the song, talking about it to camera, why you made it, what you think of it, and why it's important to you, and why it might be important to them. Then, about a week after release, you could make a reel, a carousel, a tweet, showcasing some of the feedback that you have received so far around your track. Show people how your audience are digging the track so far, and how it's making them feel, and definitely make sure that you layer your track, or a snippet of your track, over the top of those semi-testimonial type posts, so that your audience can connect the dots with the two. If you have your song distributed on Instagram or TikTok, choose the best 15 seconds or so clip of your song where the music or the lyrics trigger the biggest emotional response, or where that clip is good for content creation opportunities. Brainstorm types of content around those lyrics, because this can be a surefire way of allowing other content creators to use your music in their creations. Reach out to other businesses on these platforms or content creators, suggesting ways to them in which you could use the track or the snippet. This is one way that you can go viral on these types of platforms. You would need to reach out specifically to those businesses and content creators to let them know that your track exists. And maybe afterwards go after some of their followers too and see if they want to join in on the trend. Finally, you could create incentives for those people who want to buy your entire back catalogue on, say, Bandcamp or on your website. These people will be becoming your ardent fans. And if you reward them at this point, they could become super fans and be supporting you for years to come. Going the extra mile and giving them something extra that is low cost to you, but could mean everything to them, is a really savvy business move. And all it requires from you really at this point is putting in a little bit of effort and time. Anybody who purchases a bigger order on your Bandcamp or website, you could let people know in your content creation on social media that if anybody does that, they could get a one-on-one coffee and catch-up Zoom with you, or maybe even a songwriting session, or even a one-on-one concert online where they get to choose what songs you play. This is something that they will never forget, and all it required of you was a bit of time. The goal here, of course, is to create superfans, your most loyal supporters. And if you're worried about getting to the stage where there's so many people that you have to do one-on-one Zooms with or give extra treats to fans, then my argument with that is what a lovely champagne problem to have. So I hope you found this video useful and bursting with ideas on how to promote your next music or single release, and help you a little bit more on understanding how to break content down so that you can showcase your music in a more consistent and entertaining way. Now, I did promise you that I had a special offer for you guys that watched all the way to the end of this video, and that is my 365-day content calendar specifically for musicians, to enable you to talk about you and your music, and even talk about music when you're between releases. This calendar will give you 30 song challenge prompts per month and another 30 musician-specific content ideas or springboard ideas, and another 30 ways in which you can talk about your products or services that you also have in your music business. So if you are a vocal coach, if you have a book out, if you do online teaching, you have an extra 30 prompts a month as well on top of that. So that's now 90 prompts per month for 12 months. And to top it all off, there is also a 6-week plan for promoting your next release, so that you always have something to talk about every single day of the year when releasing music or not releasing music. That's over 1,000 springboard ideas for you to show up consistently. If you would like access to this content calendar for musicians, click the link in the description and grab your copy now. And if you have any other questions about how to be an independent musician, how to find your fans, grow your audience, and monetize your music, let me know in the comments and I would love to make a new video for you. Or better still, click the link in the description below and jump on a one-to-one call with me to chat about your music and career and get a strategy ready for you. See you in the next video. Bye!